Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Thursday, October 7th, 2021. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief. All right, folks, the Powerboat Show opens this morning and runs through Sunday, and then the Sailboat Show comes in next Thursday through Monday. Tickets at AnnapolisBoatShows.com. But more importantly, understand that we're going to have a lot of visitors in town who are probably very unfamiliar with the area. Be nice, be helpful, and when you leave your house, make sure you pack an extra dose of patience. It will do you well throughout the next 2 weeks. All right, let's get into today's news, shall we? A dispatcher for the Anne Arundel County Fire Department has been arrested and charged with making threats of mass violence. Details are somewhat limited, but the 24-year-old from Denton was arrested by another agency in Caroline County yesterday after making threats to shoot people with a gun. Aside from this, the suspect has no prior charges in the state court system. However, the Capitol is reporting that he brought an assault rifle into the fire department headquarters back in June, which resulted in an internal investigation. He was held overnight for a hearing that will happen at 10:30 a.m. this morning in Caroline County. The Annapolis Police Department is investigating an attempted abduction of a middle school student yesterday as she was walking to a public bus stop from Bates Middle School. The student reported that it was a white male who approached her and attempted to grab her. She did get away. The man fled in a turquoise car. The student called her mother, who called the school, who sent staff out to assist the victim. It's unknown at this time if the student normally walked or took public transportation to and from school, or if this was necessitated because of the lack of transportation from Anne Arundel County Public Schools. Police are asking anyone with information to contact them at 410-260-3439. And as to that transportation issue at the schools, Dr. Arlotto is proposing a supplemental budget request for $7.4 million to increase the pay of every driver and aide by $5 per hour. Additionally, he is seeking another $2.1 million for signing and retention bonuses for drivers and aides, and he plans to offer $2,000 for signing and $2,000 for retention. In a statement, he fired a shot at County Executive Pittman, saying Pittman could not have, quote, been any more incorrect in the county exec's statement yesterday. And he played the county exec like a fiddle with this final statement. Quote, as with the many other laudable initiatives that the county executive has already authorized to support local businesses, families, and the workforce, it makes perfect sense to similarly utilize county funds that are immediately available that can be unilaterally dispensed by the county without any additional approvals from state or federal governments. Mr. Pittman has said that the time is of the essence and that he is ready and eager to help, so I look forward to his full support of this plan. Mr. County Executive, the ball is now in your court. But all of that is not going to help the delayed and canceled buses today or really any time in the immediate future. The school district has abandoned the PDF listing of affected routes and replaced it with a real-time listing, which makes a lot of sense, and that is updated every 60 seconds. And if this has not been drilled into your brain just yet, you want to make sure that you check on the status of your buses before you send the kids to school. The web address is aacps.org/buses. A quick reminder that the Anne Arundel County Farmers Market on Harry Truman Parkway off of Riva Road expanded hours to include Wednesday evenings from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. I stopped by last night and picked up some goodies, so now it is open on Saturday and Sunday mornings as well as Wednesday evenings. And as we begin to wrap up, more job openings, and the Annapolis Town Center will be hosting a job fair on October 13th, which is next Wednesday. A bunch of the town center businesses are hiring, and they're going to be there, along with plenty of other area businesses, including Prince George's and Anne Arundel County Popo. Both departments are hiring. It will be from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on the 13th, and it will be located in the vacant store next to the Paper Source. You can go to AnnapolisTownCenter.com and navigate to events and job fair for more details, but it is free and there is no pre-registration needed. All right, that's it for the news today. If you're a fan of our Saturday Local Business Spotlight series, and you should be, up this weekend, and I am switching things up a bit, a new Annapolis startup based downtown called Aerovanti is up this weekend. Next Saturday will be Rehab to Perform, and then the following Saturday it's going to be Mission Escape Room. So you want to make sure you tune into all of those. And also, please have a listen to the bonus pod we dropped the other day with Betty Buck and her HM2 Buck for Hope Foundation. This is a story that you need to hear, and more importantly, this is a story that you need to share. So when you listen to it, click share, tell a friend, hey, give this a listen. And one final quick programming note, there will be a guest host next week filling in while I take a break for a few days. Don't get scared off, or actually better yet, don't like her too much because, as Arnold said,
I'll be back.
Now, a quick thank you to the 4 sponsors for today's Daily News Brief: Solar Energy Services, the Kristi Neidhardt Team of Northrop Realty, a Long End Foster Company, Rehab to Perform, and MacMedics. It is Thursday, so we have Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace here with your Maker Minutes, and of course, George from DCMDVA Weather is here with your locally forecast weather. All of that gets underway in just a bit.
Are you an active adult or competitive athlete dealing with an injury keeping you from being at your best? Then Rehab to Perform is here to get you back to your full potential. R2P is a unique fitness-focused physical therapy company with 4 locations in Maryland. More like a training room and a personal training studio than a medical facility. R2P offers physical therapy for lower back pain, overuse injuries, post-surgery, muscle pulls, chronic pain, and more. R2P also offers rehabilitation for concussions and mild traumatic brain injuries. To learn more, visit rehabtoperform.com.
Another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt of the Kristi Neidhardt Team from Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster Company.
Did you know that home values jumped over 10% on average in 2020? And we are expected to see more increases over the next 3 to 6 months. What's causing this rise in value? First, limited inventory. We have about 60% fewer homes on the market right now than we did the same time last year. Second, low interest rates. People can afford more home right now, and that is very appealing. Third, increased buyer demand. We literally have over 20 interested and qualified buyers waiting for the right home to come on the market, and we are not alone. If you are ever thinking of timing the market just right to get the highest price in recent history, your time has come. My team is available and ready. Give us a call today. We'll check your home's value and break neighborhood records.
That's another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt. To get in touch, call 410-295-6579 or visit kn-team.com. That's kn-team.com.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA Weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Thursday, October 7th. Yesterday played out as expected across the Annapolis region, and today through Sunday and even early next week will likely bring more of the same. Look for highs each day today through Monday to be in the 70s for all of Anne Arundel County, with a small to moderate but valid threat of showers and even a few storms every day, as a combination of frontal boundaries and low pressure centers continues to create an unstable environment in the skies above the Mid-Atlantic region. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter each day, along with our app at DCMDVA Weather from the Apple or Google App Stores, so you can always stay weather informed.
Are you interested in an exciting career in one of the hottest industries of the next decade? At Solar Energy Services, we're currently hiring solar installers, crew leaders, service techs, and sales representatives with immediate needs in all categories. Are you feeling uninspired in your current job and want more meaningful work where you can make a positive impact every day? Do you like the idea of being part of the team that installs solar panels on residential rooftops, commercial rooftops, or ground-mounted arrays for entire communities to use? Or maybe you're a good troubleshooter and communicator who likes solving interesting technical problems. Whatever your preference, the upside of working in the solar industry is tremendous. Contact us today about joining a great company with a rewarding culture and an inspiring mission. Call us at 410-923-6090 or visit us at solarsaves.net.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
Every week, makers, crafters, and educators hold events all over the area. Highlighting some of those, here's our Maker Minutes, brought to you by Annapolis Makerspace.
Hey, this is Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes. At Knits and Pieces off of Bestgate Road, tomorrow check out their Christmas stocking class, which is the first of 3 sessions. Then watch out for their Learn to Knit classes coming up later in October, as well as more in November. And if you need help, they have knit coaching sessions on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. On Saturday, the Wildberry Farm and Market out near Gambrills has another one of their Wildberry field markets, with local vendors, makers, small business owners, and food trucks selling all kinds of great things. The Willow Oak Flower and Herb Farm up in Severna on Saturday has their Fall Harvest Day, where you can pick and pan a pumpkin, make a dried flower pumpkin, or a fall planter. At London Town Gardens down in Edgewater, today they're having another colonial cocktails class. Drink like sailors with grog, a rum-based drink, and sangaree, the precursor to modern-day sangria. On Saturday, they're doing a colonial coffee house. And then on Sunday, check out their hands-on hearth cooking workshop. At Whole Foods in Annapolis, today their Half Pint Kids Club is doing Monster Mouths. Tomorrow, there's flavorful dishes of Umbria. Then on Tuesday, their Half Pint Kids Club is doing spider crackers and cookies. At Art Farm in Annapolis, today is a Fearless Photo Meetup, a meetup to practice and refine skills learned at the Fearless camps and workshops. Tomorrow, there's an outdoor sketch night. Also, check out all their fall classes continuing this week. Today, there's stop motion animation. Saturday, there's beat making with machine. Monday, there's kids fundamentals of drawing, as well as an abstract painting workshop. Tuesday, there's introduction to graphic design. And Wednesday, there's 3D sculpture. At the Anne Arundel County Public Library System this week. Saturday, there's Ask a Master Gardener at both the Croft and Bush Annapolis libraries. Monday, there's monthly mixed media, reimagining thrift store paintings at the Odenton Library. Tuesday, there's Steam Tuesday at the Odenton Library, virtual air fryer cooking beyond chicken nuggets, as well as Hispanic heritage, creating a Frida-inspired piece of art at the Deal Library. And then a whole bunch of stuff on Wednesday. Process art doing marble painting at the Deal Library, Makerspace open hours at the Bush Annapolis Library, Nature Explorers Club at the Crofton Library, Knits and Knots at the Odenton Library. The Crofton Library has the Everyone Eats Cookbook Club. And lastly, there's Recreating a Starry Constellation, presented by the Bush Annapolis Library, but it's a virtual program. Also check out the library's various book clubs, story times, trivia nights, and specialty programs such as Talk with a DSS Social Worker, the American Red Cross Blood Drive, Banneker Douglas Museum Anti-Racism Training, Entrepreneur Academy, and the history behind the lynching memorial. At Unallocated Space in Severna, tonight is another virtual happy hour. Tomorrow is another hybrid virtual and in-person DC 443 Hack the Box working group, honing cybersecurity skills. And then on Monday, they have another project night. If you have any questions about the Annapolis Makerspace, the Maker Minutes, or any of these events, feel free to contact me at trevor@makeannapolis.org. And you can find links to all of these events at the Annapolis Makerspace website, also at makeannapolis.org. And whether you're making art, software, sawdust, or just a mess, chances are you're already a maker. This has been Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes.
Have you ever had to wait to get an appointment at the Apple Store? Skip the wait and the line at the mall by visiting MacMedics in Severna Park or Lanham, where appointments are not necessary. MacMedics is an Apple-authorized premium service provider. MacMedics services all Apple devices, including broken iPhone screens and batteries, and all without an appointment. Most iPhone repairs are complete the same day and usually within a few hours. MacMedics is also an Apple-authorized reseller and sell Apple products at the same price as the Apple Store. Visit MacMedics in Severna Park or Lanham for Apple-authorized sales and service and shop local. Don't wait for help. Call MacMedics at 410-757-MAX, which is 410-757-6227. It's 410-757-6227. Or visit them online at MacMedics.com. You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.